All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Great to be here with you today. Can't wait to get into this Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast, episode 362. For all of the big takeaways and all of the links, head on over to ihp.coach/362 for all those details. Today, we're going to be talking about adding these special value add-ons to all of your coaching-based offerings. So this is something that I've been doing in my practice, and I've taught now for many, many years, probably 20 years. I've been teaching this specifically and or using it. And here's why. Very early on, I realized that it is not a good idea to discount services. So that means that if you are a hairstylist, an esthetician, massage therapist, health coach, you name it, not a good idea to give your services away for free or to discount them. It's even worse to discount them. And the reason is this. When people say like, oh, come in today and get your hair cut for 50% off, or, take advantage of 20% off massages all this week. What you are training your clients to do is look for a sale of your services. In my opinion, it's the worst thing that you can do. You are a professional and you are not someone that has just a Black Friday, Cyber Monday on your services. That's just not what you do. It is not something that you discount. And the reason is when you discount, you devalue. So basically, you now teach your clients that your real service price, let's just say you charge $100 for a 30-minute consultation. Okay. So your price now, essentially, if you offer 30% off, is $70. That is now what you've trained your clients to believe that your appointment is now worth, $70. More realistically, maybe you charge $150 for a massage, and you're a personal trainer, maybe you charge $150 per session as well. Okay, 30% off all this week, what is that? It's $45 off. So your real price now is $105. Right? Is that right math? I believe it is. Again, podcast math is never proper math, but let's say it's $105 at 30% off versus your $150. They are never going to want to pay $150 again. And rightly so. You showed them the ability to purchase for way less. Basically, it looks like $50 off. We don't want to do that. So what we want to be able to do is to look at our services as something that represents us as professionals. And so if that's the case, we still want to be able to give great deals to our clients and add even more value for the different packages we may offer. But we want to do that by adding value add-ons, okay? So you could discount a nutritional supplement. You could discount one of these nice notebooks that I'm holding in my hand right now. You could even discount a phone, if you chose to. But what you can't do is discount a service, something that's going to be repeatable over time. You're buying one phone, you're not going to buy another for a year or two. Right? For most people, I've got tons of books on my desk. You buy this book, you buy it once, right? And it may lead to something else, but it's not something that you consistently offer, and it doesn't necessarily represent you. So now what can you do? I have 6 examples, 5 main examples, and then what we have people do every single day inside of IHP. So I'm going to give you basically anything in the health-based field. So there's so many great products out there. Think about this. You're an influencer on social media, or you simply like to recommend great products. So do I. I love using great products. I'm looking at my desk right now. I always purchase big desks, right? Because I've got nutritional supplements, I've got books, I've got notebooks, I've got research papers, I've got piles, of all different articles that I want to read. I've got my green juice on my desk right now. I've got a glass of my hydrogen water. So I've got it all. My desk is a big desk with all these different things, and I love to be able to share those with people. That's why in my personal podcast every Friday, I bring you all sorts of different things that I love, like new HRV product reviews that's coming out this week. Now, this isn't the best example because the product that I'm going to be recommending is literally free, right? It's a free HRV monitor. When Hanu went out of business, I said, okay, well, I want to be able to bring people a great HRV monitor. What can I share? Oh, this one. Good. I've looked at this before. Let me revisit it. It's been a couple of years. It works great and it's free, right? But what are other things that I like to recommend? Well, I love being able to recommend things like a sauna. All right. Well, I've recommended many times before. And again, if you want to see all the things I recommend and ideas for you as well, just go to stephencabral.com/resources and look at all the different things that if you believe in them and you use them, well, you could promote them. So let's think about this. I love two types of saunas. Well, three technically, but the first one is the Therasage pop-up sauna, right? Fairly inexpensive, but low EMF, does the job, $1,000. Now, is that cheap? No, but there's no like good sauna that's cheap. There just isn't, right? Okay, and then I love also a good infrared sauna, like the higher dose or the Sunlighten or maybe the Clear Light. There's a bunch of good ones out there. Okay, so we've got that, and then of course there's the barrel sauna, but that's not realistic for most people. That's you got to put it together. You got to do all sorts of stuff with it. So let's talk about the $6,000 Sunlighten or higher dose that I use, or the Therasage. Well, these are expensive products. I can make a commission on those if I choose to, but the other thing is I can have a nice value add. So one thing that Therasage does, and our people in our community, they'll give away a universal binder, which is a supplement that helps bind up toxins as you're going through a detox process, right? Or they'll offer the InflamaSoothe with it. So it's a great value add that has like a $50 or $60 value, but you are earning a commission on this sauna at the same time. So you can use some of that to give back. One that I do is the Kangen K8. So I'm a big believer in hydrogen water ionizers because the research is so strong. Like it's unbelievably strong. Hard to believe. Again, like it's one of those things that I just didn't dive into it for a number of years. And now that I have, I'm like, well, yeah, this is remarkable, right? It's literally remarkable what the research shows. So if I make a commission on it, great. I'm going to invest back into our community. What do? I offer an under the sink reverse osmosis. Why? Because although I'm a big believer in the hydrogen water ionizers, they're not very good water filters. That's not what they're meant to be. So I want to give people the best of everything. So it's a great value add. I'm going to give you a couple more. Simple one. You say, okay, well, when you sign up for this functional medicine detox or CBO protocol or as a new client, whatever it might be, you get a free ProStack shaker bottle. Fairly inexpensive. It's like $19.95. And you get that, though, if you purchase X, Y, and Z. So what I'm doing is I'm adding on value that people are getting through purchasing through either myself or you or whoever it might be. Because remember, people are following you on social media. They see you and people say, oh, I've heard of this before, but Sam or Sally is offering this great ProStack shaker bottle or vitamin pill case or dry brush or whatever it might be with this particular purchase. Oh, I think I want to take advantage of that because I really do want that ProStack shaker bottle. I want that universal binder, whatever it might be. Another one is the adding an introductory lab test to a new package as a health coach. This is one that almost all of our successful IHP2s do, almost every single one. They say, okay, well, I offer 3-month packages, and let's say it's $490 a month for each month. But that first month, you get a $490 value with the starter kit, also called the vitamin tox test. And the client's like, I get a $500 lab for signing up for the 3-month package with you. So it's basically like a free month. Yes. Right? So that's a huge value add. And you get a special price as an IHP too. So it's a great differentiator and huge selling point for you. I'm just going to give you 2 more and then I want to wrap this all together because you don't have to use these ones. I want you to think sky's the limit. I'm going to give you 5 different ones here today. 6 with I talked about the sun, talked about the InflamaSoothe with that. So that's basically 2. But another one is this. You can also offer something that doesn't necessarily have a big cost to you or any cost, such as a course you've created or an ebook that you've written for someone else's product. So let's think of it this way. Some of our biggest IHP influencers are individuals that they have an entrepreneurial course or they have an ebook that they wrote. Like one person that I'm thinking of is on lymphatic system right now. And they'll say, well, anyone that signs up through me for IHP, they're going to get my 49-page, lymphatic book. Amazing, right? So they get this great ebook that they would have to ordinarily pay maybe $50 for. they can get this by signing up as an IHP. Another person gives away like $1,000 business course if you sign up through them to become an IHP. Okay, well, IHP gives them a commission as an ambassador, like most companies do. And they say, great, I created this course. They may never sign up, of course, for the course, but I'm going to be able to earn a commission in this way. So it's kind of getting creative for your services, packages you create, but also it enables you to still earn in different ways that people might be more interested in as you start to stack things together. The last one I wanted to share you, because it's the most timely, is that we have hundreds of health coaches and integrative health practitioners, and practitioners in general offer a free 30 days of online group health coaching when someone purchases a functional medicine detox and begins it in January for the new year. Now, again, you could do this each month if you wanted to. We have one individual who's unbelievably successful at this. They bring hundreds of new clients in through their functional medicine detox, and they offer the online coaching. Now, I have a whole webinar on this through IHP, but your job is just to really get people great results, to delight them with customer service, to teach them along the way, to introduce them to great products, and just most importantly, show them you care, show them you can get them results, and then they move from this detox, which they're going to get results up front. They're going to say, wow, this is amazing, to then wanting to do a discovery call or consultation with you, and then a percentage of those actually becoming clients. That's how these things work. So you always want to give first. I'm a huge believer in service first, giving first, law of reciprocity. Eventually you will receive. From everybody? No, that's just not the case. But certainly from a good minority or majority of people. I mean, like it's a lot. It's not a small amount of people. And you're doing good work in the world. So now you say, I've got this, this, and this, so much to offer. People start to see you in more places. You're always adding value. You're the person that continues to add more value. And at the same time, you never discount your personal services. So you're always thinking about how can I add more value to a client package or client service or product rather than always saying 10% off, 30% off, 50% off. Every once in a while on a product, no big deal. But for your services, I really think it's the worst thing you can do. It devalues the service that you provide, and you are a professional and you deserve to be compensated like a professional. So hopefully this was helpful. I would love you to share all of your different examples and tips and things that you do. We all love to learn from each other as a community. Feel free to do that right on YouTube or Instagram or any social media platform. We appreciate once again, you being a part of this community. For all the details from today's show, head on over to ihp.coach/362. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing rest of the week.